Bitcoin has 6 months until an ETF liquidity crisis. Now, what does that mean? Well, in 6 months, we just won't be able to buy any more Bitcoin. Ever. Do you have enough? Bitcoin, crypto, morning tea. Hey. Good morning, everybody. My name's pianomattyb. That is Scaramucci's. This is your morning TA. A brief glimpse into the crypto markets where the sun's shining, where the winds blow. All the humble opinion of this piano Zamboni ringing the The FOMO index has jumped up to 88 from yesterday's 81. Bitcoin dominance is 52.1%. 24-hour volumes, 133 billion. The overall market cap, 2.77 trillion. Give or take 100 million. Well, another day, waking up to all-time highs. This I can get used to. Are we frothy and euphoric? A little. But frothy and euphoric is what drives the bull market. We're still in the logical aspect of the bull run, the part that makes sense to all of us who understand its value proposition, who've huddled through the brutal bear winter. We all knew this was coming, so it's more vindication rather than surprise. But she's not without her bumps and grinds. Yesterday we saw more leverage get liquidated as price action wicked down, finding a bottom and a bounce at 71.7. Then the clouds parted and the bullish sun came back out, raising us back up and over resistance, now acting as support at 73K, peaking out at 73.8 and has feathered down to a time of production, 73.4. Now being over that 73 support is key because it legitimizes the pump and it gets us out of that Orwickian garden of bearish pressure we saw right here, which also stanks of manipulation, but bygones, my friends. We have been running up in this impressive ascending channel like a boss. Key exit levels from this channel are down at 72.2-ish and up at 74K. Now the 74K zone is the honey pot of potential short squeezes. Up here where the air is thin and the euphoria is thick lies the next level. Delusional short sellers behind the bushes. Why anyone would short into these daily inflows is beyond me. But hey, maybe people have Bitcoin to burn, legacies to abandon, financial sovereignty to liquidate. I have none of those, and it's my life's prime directive to uphold them at all time. Now over on the ding-dong, you can see we just missed our candle close yesterday of 73K by a couple bucks, closing the candle at 72.9 and some change. It was close, but gasp, we didn't make it. So today I'll be looking for the candle to pick up the slack and carve out a close above 73K. Now it's always important to close candles above resistances, but it's even more important during price discovery phase. It's really the only metric of strength we have to go off of. Failure to candle close starts us planting another Orwickian garden of selling pressure. So let's keep our papers. And that close today above 73K. We are in historic times. My friends, we are so lucky to be alive to witness this monumental revolution. There's been a lot of historical pivots in humanity's evolution. Somehow we've been able to not only witness it, but support, build, fight, and become the bricks that will make up the foundation of what will be one of life's historic little miracles. And would you look at that, my friends? The sun's up. It's another beautiful day here on planet Earth. A day none of us are guaranteed, but we're lucky enough to have him anyway. So get out there and knock him dead. And remember, we're playing the same game as our psychopathic elected lead. That's right, it's the long game. Suss him out and have a fantastic day. And we'll be going live right away, so grab yourself a coffee. Join me for a quick one, and by all means, sing it with me now. Around the banks of boom to spank, Bitcoin, crypto, morning tea. Hey, whoa. Cha-cha-cha-ching. Good morning, Michael Saylor. I was thinking about aliens yesterday, and I don't really think about aliens that much. It's not that I don't believe in aliens. I feel like because we can't really conceive infinity, so when we think of this vast universe, we can't really think about how vast it is. So somewhere in the vastness of infinity, there is probabilities of other life forms outside of our own. That's usually how I view aliens. But then I thought, if there was an alien, doesn't Bitcoin have a lot of characteristics of an alien? So origins unknown. I mean, there are myths, right? There's the foundation myth of its origin. There are stories that can be corroborated, but not to the ultimate truth. I mean, there comes a point where we have to trust, right? I was just having a conversation with a buddy of mine yesterday about ledgers and treasures and the fact that there comes a point on your Bitcoin journey where you just have to trust, and then there's the saying, don't trust, verify, right? Well, to a lot of us, we just don't have the the bandwidth to verify how deep things get on Bitcoin. When it comes to ledgers, you just have to trust. Well, I hope that doesn't backdoor and get out of here. So anyway, when it comes to Bitcoin as an alien and the foundation myth, it does exist, right? It's not alive. However, it is and does have a life of its own. It's not. It doesn't run on any. I guess the humans have, running the nodes and the miners are kind of propelling its existence, but more so it's propelling its security. So on its own, let's say, everything went down. Let's say the grid went down. You know how many people ask me that? It's like, oh yeah, well, what if the internet goes off? Then what? And I always say, well, then you got to load up your gun and turn all your gold and silver into bullets and make sure that you have enough food to last a month for the ravaging gangs that are coming to steal everything you have. So the last thing you worry about is, where's my Bitcoin? If the internet goes down, you got bigger fish to fry there. And how many people ask me that question? It's like the one thing they have against Bitcoin. Oh yeah, well, what about if the internet goes down? So if the internet did go down and everyone survived, well, Bitcoin is still alive. It just resumes its life once the miners are up and running. But miners could be down for, 1,000 years. And if for some reason civilization comes back and there's an internet, well, Bitcoin, the life form that it isn't, just starts. So I suppose to a certain degree, it goes on into infinity. However, then the second question people ask me a lot is, well, what about when all the Bitcoin's mined? Then what? Then what are you going to do? I'm like, well, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to not be here. I'll be dead, long gone and dead. So I'm not sure what's going to happen at that point. But let me know. Maybe we are. So yeah, Bitcoin as an alien. It does resemble what aliens kind of have. Misco, if the internet goes down, how are you going to get to your bank account? If that happens, we're all screwed. Yeah, your bank account. I have to, speaking of bank accounts, I was looking to switch into a different bank or business account. Because, I have just a typical business account. It's $40 a month. And I'm like, so this is when I say, when you put your money in a bank, no matter what you do, even on the best terms, it's melting. So if I do nothing in that stupid bank account, it still costs me $40 just to do nothing. And I guess that's the price of doing business in this monetary paradigm. But I was looking for another bank, so to speak. What a waste of time. It's like you either pay $40 for a bank account that kind of does everything you need, or you pay like $20 and then a la carte. Everything costs money, like $1.50 or something. They just nickel and dime you to death. Dave Digital. If the internet goes down on me, I'm not calling the internet for at least 3 days. That's the rule. Well, I have a 30-day go bag ready. And this is all because of the pandemic. So when the pandemic came, it was like, okay, well, a lot of these crazy things that I've been talking about are now coming true. And I didn't want to be right about any of it. So I had to extend my delusion and paranoia and get my 30-day food supply, my astronaut food that can be rehydrated for 30 days. I actually think it goes on, but when I factored in like maybe a family of 5, it was about 30 days. Water purifier that you can dip into a dirty river and drink it just right then and there. Again, trusting that it works. I've never really done the experiment. But because in 30 days and 2 weeks, basically all mayhem breaks loose. You have a breakdown of society. People start robbing each other. A lot of people, I would say half the people die, maybe of starvation or just sheer, God, I don't know what people do to each other once the food goes and once resources are now at an utmost important. That's when all hell breaks loose. And then by 30 days, I think you could kind of come back in your car, making sure that it was before 2012, because most new cars can just be shut off. So they won't really work. But my mom's car is a 2012 Mazda. I always say, if the shit hits the fan, my mom's got to come and pick us all up in her car because none of our cars will work. Take a look at these charts here. I didn't set it up. As soon as I went to press that, I realized, oh, snap, I didn't set up these charts to make them look all proper. Like, but hey, they don't look too bad. Actually, I guess I got lucky. I can't really move these things around. That's the key. So now here's a little scary thing about the 4-hour chart. And she's a noisy little so-and-so, so don't get me wrong. So we have this thing that played out, right? This is wild that it played out because we said that on Monday. And then, when we did that, it's like, what were you thinking if you were watching this stream? Were you thinking, oh, pianomattyb, come on, we're not going to go all the way down there? Well, we did, and then some. I mean, it was Scamwickian, but it went there, right? But this is a perfect example of the leverage getting squeezed out, and I don't think that's legit. It goes into my paranoia of stop hunters. Because the market can't move on. I've said this before. The market can't move on with huge leverage longs that are just exponentially going up. So can you imagine if you got in, let's say, here, after this monotony here, the weekend, you put in a leverage long, boom. Because people do 100K. People do 100K. People do 50K. People do 25K, right? But they don't understand that margin comes fast when it goes against you, right? So here we go. They got to get that leverage out. And you're always going to see this leverage get kicked out. Look at that. All this, everyone in a leverage long here basically kicked out. And then the market can move, right? It's, it goes into maybe the fact that the whole market is captured already. And when the upside of a captured market, as long as there's two upsides to a captured market. A, you're already in. So this is where you are so lucky. Think about it. In this historic revolution that's called Bitcoin, you happened to get in early before all hijinks and calamities about to explode out of this market. You happen to get in early. So at that point, you just strap in, you look out you look out the window and you just enjoy the rocket ship up. Now that's the one upside. The second upside is if you're trading, and of course, I don't think anyone should trade unless they're a pro. And what begets a pro? A pro is someone much better than my TA because I don't have the insider information that makes you a pro, right? You could trade up and down, and I see it all over the internet, these people taking trades. And, unless you're as good as those guys, which if maybe you are, maybe you just copy all their trades. Long story short, if you are scalping, you can go support and resistance probably 62% of the time. Let's take a look at this upward channel. If we were to scalp this, which means taking quick bets, I suppose, that it's going to go up or down, and you just longed at the longed when it broke, boom. Well, you can't see that. But shorted at the top, boom, came back, boom, came back, boom, came back, boom. So it's basically bing-bonging all the way up. Now, that takes a certain level of skill to do, and who knows? You see these wicks here? Those maybe would have liquidated you depending on your leverage. A lot of people would. The great thing about leverage is that it's a perfect human fault, because 5's good, but it's not enough. 10's great, still not enough, because if you do a couple 10x's on leverage, you're like, well, I left some money on the table. I got to 25x that. Let's try 25x, and then boom, you get liquidated. So anyway, those are the upsides to being this early in the market. 75 likes. Can we get to a hundo to bring Duke out here? Squeaky McGee, I just do what Nancy Pelosi does. I win every single time because all she does is win, no matter what. Isn't that amazing? That is, when I go down the rabbit hole of Nancy Pelosi and just all those psychopathic elites, those dinosaurs, it triggers me. I don't like it because it's just a perfect example of how corrupt this system is. Again, it's not to worry though, because you somehow, think about how crazy it is. Somehow, there's Gary Gensler. We're talking about psychological, psychopathic elites. There's a Gary Gensler right there. Think about the odds of you. And now, because we're in this community, we think, wow, everyone we know is in this community. You couldn't be farther from the truth. Like, back to the squash tournament that I was in on the weekend. Of the 300 people that was in there, 4 of them knew about what was going on. I mean, the majority of them probably have heard Bitcoin, but 4 of them knew that we are above all-time highs. Like, so there's this weird thing. It's almost like the market is moving so fast that it's ahead of the FOMO. Like the FOMO can't even keep up with where it should be. Like we're at all-time highs. To me, there should be a little more fervor, a little more FOMO, and a little more recognition from the noobs that something wildly bizarre is going on in Bitcoin. But I just don't see it happening just yet. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. If you have noticed people coming up to you and it getting a little bit more crazy, let me know. I just haven't. And I'm around a lot of financial guys too. Guess what? Mum's the word. They don't even... I got a funny story I'm going to tell you right after the Bobby Freeman. Pianomattyb, thanks for the one time in November you talked about Solana and gave prediction. One was about $50 that it would bounce off at 40. I bought it at 40.50. You the man. Well, look at that. Look at that, Bobby Freeman. Well, it's bittersweet, Bobby. It's bittersweet on that because that was right when I was kind of thinking about, I had that powder, I had that position of USDC. What was I going to do with it? What was I going to do with it? I think it was a little earlier than that, actually. Was I going to put it into Solana? Something I've never done. I've never put a big position into an altcoin ever. It's always been speculative. I don't care. I might lose this. I might not. Right. So it was really, if you remember these live streams, I was ho-humming about it. Of course, I like to say that, I took the right road and I just put it into Bitcoin like I do all the time. Now, I do have speculative cash in altcoins, including Solana. So when it goes up, I'm happy. Not as happy as Bitcoin, but now had I done that, Bobby, I think I would have seen higher gains in the Solana game than the Bitcoin game. But we're early. We're early. And at the end of the day, I sleep better knowing that money was deployed into Bitcoin. Because Solana, it's a human being. I'm not a Bitcoin maximist. I'm not a Bitcoin maxi. I'm a human minimalist. And with Solana, there's a lot of humans involved. And with a lot of humans, you have a lot of hijinks and calamity, the potential of we having a little bit of a pullback. Oh, this is what I didn't finish. We're going to have to, let's see. Well, five more likes to get Duke out here. This is what I wanted to do. So we had this, let's call it the left shoulder. Oh my Lord, this kind of looks like a head. And now if we come down here again, oh my Lord, that looks like an old-fashioned Mr. Clean head and shoulders pattern. Now, where would that take us? Well, let's do it live right here. There's you take the pole, you slide it all. The breakout point. Oh, the dictionary just went on. Breakout point. And then we're all at duck. Look at that. Takes us right back to 69K. Now, that's not too crazy to think how that plays out perfectly to 69K. 69K is an amazing support. Oh, watch it. You're well, hold on a second. Now, not that I want to see it go like that, but can you see how that might play out? And listen, when I made this arrow here, it seemed crazy, didn't it? But it's 69K. It's not that crazy. However, if anybody has any requests for Duck, let me know right now. He'll be watching. Unless we'll do a. Is this Duke said he got he slipped on the. Well, it's a fishy story. You just slipped. Oh, okay.
Oh, Duke emoji.
There's a Duke emoji. Alrighty. Well, let's what song should we do? You want to do? Let's do Foam One at the top. We're at all-time highs. Well, let me turn on this piano.
Couldn't stop.
Hold on a second. Where is this stupid thing? Jeez. I feel like I'm going to unplug something. There it is.
FOMO on the top. Couldn't stop. myself. I FOMO went at the top. Now I'm down a lot. I shoot a hell car. The resistance became support. Shoot a hell car. The resistance became support. Everybody's jumping off a bridge. All my friends are doing drugs. Everybody's fucking beers. I'm not the judge. I hope both I shouldn't care. Influencers everywhere telling me I'm missing out. There are no alphabets. I couldn't take it. The top couldn't stop myself from moving at the top, and now I'm down a lot.
F sharp, major 7th as a the deceptive code. All right, buddy. Well, let's do some shout-outs. Are you ready? Misco!
Misco!
Sneaky Pete Vaporizers!
Sneaky Pete Vaporizer!
Miss Teen Crypto!
Miss Teen Crypto!
Randy Hipper!
Randy Hippo!
And Scotty Mo!
Scotty Mo!
Dave Digital, the
Dave
goat!
Digital, the goat!
Earth Scum!
Earth Scum!
Treetop Music!
Treetop Music!
And Bobby Freeman!
Bobby Freeman!
TRD Farmer!
TRB Farmer!
AKA Jesse!
AKA Jesse!
And Troy N!
Troy N!
And of course, XRP A11Y.
XRP A11Y!
Now, so when you put that B flat in the C, what does it become? What would the chord be called?
C dominant 7th.
Good job, buddy. All right. Randy a Bite had a question for Duke. He said, as you can see here, wow, we're just gonna. That reminds me of my old band days when in between songs people would noodle. What was Randy a Bite's question? Are you bullish or bearish today, Duke?
Boys.
Bullish. Okay, well, it is the bull market, right? We're at all-time highs. Are you ready to sing? Go for it, buddy! I said, go for it, buddy!
We're playing the same game as a psychopath collecting our leads. That's one, it's a one game. Says who might have a fantastic day. I won the banks, a boom, the space. Bitcoin, crypto, money. Good night, everybody!
Oh, nice pitch, buddy. Nice pitch. Razor sharp. Thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in. Remember to share this video. Let's get let's pump these rookie numbers. See if the bull run can move this channel up, 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 up. Share it to that one person. That one person. Holy, Solana is 169. I just noticed that. Whoa. Share it with that one person that is on the fence. That's like, I don't know about Bitcoin. It's too crazy. I just don't understand it. Well, I'm pretty sure if you showed them this video, they'd be like, oh, it's as simple as ABC somewhat. Anyway, have a great day, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow. Uh-oh. That didn't work. It said not now. Okay. Well, I guess we'll do this. We'll do some green dots. Yo, Jim, where you at? Yo, Jeb, I said, where you at?
I took a minute now, I'm at the better end of all of it. The day I wanna quit will be a bit I wanna swallow. Cause I'm in it when I said I wasn't really into audibles. I guess you gotta call them when you're under with the bottom. And it's stacking up against you is a pity, but they gotta give a nod to me. I'm running with the best and they kinda make a profit off of everything you told me was impossible. So why would you continue with the narrative and not admit I'm something incredible? Look of a general, hit him with the end of a shovel. They wanna forget it, I put them on the ground and I get up and open up the pit of my stomach to remind I am insane. I am insane. I am insane. I am insane.
time.
Look a minute now, I'm at the better end of all of it. The day I wanna quit will be a bit I wanna swallow, cause I'm in it when I said I wasn't really in the audibles. I guess you gotta call them when you're under with the bottom, and stacking up against you is a pity, but they gotta give a nod to me. I'm running with the best, and they kinda make a profit off of everything you told me was impossible. So why would you continue with the narrative and not admit I'm something incredible? Look of a general, hit him with the end of a shovel. They wanna forget it, I put him on the ground and I get up and open up the pit of my stomach to remind I am insane.
Crypto.
I am insane.